Hello everyone, my name is Gitanjali Bastakoti and this presentation is on Florence Nightingale. Florence Nightingale was born on the 12th of May 1820 in Florence, Italy to a wealthy and educated family. She is the namesake of her place of birth. In 1837, Florence decided on pursuing a career in nursing after dreaming of God telling her about her great mission in life. Despite her parents' disapproval of her career choice, she embarked on the journey in 1851 by enrolling at the Institute of Protestant Deaconesses in Kaiserwerth, Germany. By August 1853, Nightingale had become the superintendent at the London Institute for the Care of Sick Gentlewomen. Between 1853 and 1856, Florence Nightingale had served in the Crimean War, whereby her contributions would lead her to become a prominent historical figure and a pioneer in modern-day nursing. During her time at the Crimean War, Nightingale left for the main British camp in the Crimea in 1854 and went on to train and lead 38 volunteer nurses. During November 1854, Nightingale served at the Selimiye barracks in Scutari, Turkey, and the following year she became the General Superintendent of the female nursing establishment of the military hospitals of the Army. The Lady with the Lamp is synonymous with Florence Nightingale after the Times newspaper article reported her care and heed towards injured soldiers in Scutari, whereby she indefatigably worked throughout the night to fulfill her duties. Throughout her journey, Nightingale wrote over 200 books, reports and pamphlets on healthcare reformation and was a leading force in establishing numerous nursing institutions and nursing societies in an era where women were subject to patriarchal dominance and had very little to no rights. She was a celebrated statistician and the first woman to be bestowed upon the membership of the Royal Statistical Society in 1859. Through her contributions, Florence Nightingale was appointed a Lady of Grace of the Order of St. John in 1904. She became the first woman to be awarded the Order of Merit in 1907 and was given the honorary Freedom of the City of London the same year. Shortly before her death on the 13th of August 1910, she was bestowed upon the Badge of Honor by the Norwegian Red Cross Society. In honor of her contributions to the nursing discipline, the Florence Nightingale Medal was established by the International Red Cross in 1912, 2 years after her death. This is perceived to be the highest honor a nurse can achieve. A value that has been prominent throughout history in leaders across all disciplines is their commitment to achieving their goals despite challenges and obstacles. This value has been evident throughout Florence Nightingale's life and work. At a time where women were excluded from all aspects of society and a very few had the privilege of education, the very establishment of a profession for women was a formidable challenge, let alone a profession for women to provide healthcare. Coming from a wealthy family, Nightingale could have lived her life in comfort, but instead persisted in pursuing a path of artist commitment in serving the needy. Notwithstanding her parents' disapproval of the nursing discipline, Nightingale waded through copious challenges after her sensibilities were distressed by the adversities she observed. Her ambition to pave the way for women not only to be recognized in a patriarchal society, but to be provided with opportunities is indomitable. Such work was not considered suitable for a gentlewoman, yet, after persistence, she came to be a major force for reform of healthcare. Her courage of rebelling against the aristocratic British society and the superannuated panorama of physicians and military leaders from hindering her noble cause bespeaks commitment. She was a woman on a mission, who led a young team of nurses in the Crimean War, whereby she endured working conditions that are perceived to be unbearable in today's world. And through her devotion and commitment, she revolutionized nursing forever. Her very legacy is a reminder that the fundamental allegiance of healthcare leadership is incentivizing commitment. The challenges in healthcare today, albeit disparate than those faced over a century ago by Nightingale, nonetheless entail the very need for perseverance, courage, and commitment. Rather than resting on her laurels, Nightingale incessantly ameliorated healthcare, whereby her professional and evidence-based approach enhanced clinical outcomes and minimized death. The very fact that Nightingale remained operative till her death is an irrefutable depiction of her commitment to enhance healthcare. Empathy is an attribute that is the cornerstone to effective leadership and is increasingly recognized as an asset in any workplace. Florence Nightingale appreciated that awareness and empathy are fundamental to quality nursing care, effective leadership, and a patient-centered approach. During her service at the Scutari Barrack Hospital, Nightingale not only rendered clinical services, but introduced salient developments to enrich the soldiers' stay out of inherent compassion towards their circumstances. She established the first patient library with an aim to give them something else to do other than consume alcohol. In defiance of being initially ridiculed by the military brass, they were nonplussed when this act of empathy in action cultivated positive outcomes. Nightingale's acts of empathy were ceaselessly exemplified during her time serving the Crimean War, with her establishing a laundry room, recreation room, and postal services for her patients to communicate with their families. Her efforts of staying up all night to take care of the unwell soldiers depicts her unflagging efforts in prioritizing their overall well-being. Moreover, she continuously advocated for the well-being of the nurses under her leadership throughout her life. Florence Nightingale is often referred to as the pioneer of modern-day nursing, with multitudinous contributions to the discipline in its entirety. As a statistician and through her research, she substantiated the improvement of clinical outcomes with an evidence-based approach to nursing care. This precedented the formulation of the first modern school of professional nursing. Her work contributed towards establishing professional standards for hospital management. Contributions are inclusive of, but notwithstanding, to her numerous publications and her work towards initiating a legion of nursing institutions and societies. Upon returning from the Crimean War, Florence Nightingale visited Queen Victoria and the Minister of War in 1856 and presented her observations of the abysmal working conditions and medical resources to the British government. Through her ceaseless campaigning for improvements in medical care and an extensive compilation and utilization of medical statistics, a royal commission was set up to investigate the health of the British Army and reorganize military hospitals. The establishment of this commission set the precedents for the inauguration of the Nightingale Training School at St. Thomas's Hospital in 1860, the School of Midwifery Nursing at King's College Hospital in 1861, the East London Nursing Society in 1868, Workhouse Nursing Association and National Society for Providing Trained Nurses for the Poor in 1874, and the Queen's Jubilee Nursing Institute in 1890. Her dedication towards data collection and perpetual efforts in nursing care reformation is evidently depicted through her numerous writings and publications, which has ushered nursing care improvements even a century after her death. Her notable publications include Notes on Matters Affecting the Health, Efficiency, and Hospital Administration of the British Army in 1858, Suggestions for Thought to Searchers After Religious Truths, and Notes on Nursing, What Is and What Is Not, both in 1859. As an aspiring nurse, findings from my research on Florence Nightingale has not only inspired me, but has prompted me to work towards a broader goal in redefining my personal ambition of mental health nursing reformation. Despite a multitude of adversities and far lesser opportunities over a century ago, Nightingale pursued a career that she believed was her calling, even though it was frowned upon by her socio-economic cohort. Yet, she persevered, refused to give up, and remained resilient in all circumstances. Nightingale's work has taught me that a commitment with conviction towards my passion should be my fundamental drive. Her acumen and resourcefulness at a time of resource scarcity in the hopes of improved patient outcomes is an aspiration for generations to come. Her efforts were unabated that she challenged the aristocratic, bureaucratic, and patriarchal British society at a time when women did not have working and voting rights. Her commitment to bettering the nursing discipline despite tribulations and afflicting happenings is an aspiration. Moreover, despite being ridiculed and belittled by the very same people she was valiantly caring for, Nightingale remained undismayed, rather sedulously abided by her mission of serving the needy. Reflecting on this learning, I am unequivocally incentivized to follow suit and work towards my ineradicable passion and with determination. In the world we live in today, medical advancements are ever growing and opportunities and resources are far more abundant than what Nightingale had over a century ago. I am now able to intrinsically understand that my possibilities are limitless when it comes to providing my patients the care they deserve when they are at their weakest and most vulnerable. The courage that Nightingale had in nursing revolutionization is something I wish to take on in working towards breaking the stigma of mental health, and I intend to use this invaluable knowledge in my own professional identity by continuing to work towards revolutionizing mental health nursing care. This inherent knowledge will not only inform my own professional identity in nursing care, but rather enable to live my entire life with courage, commitment, empathy, and unwavering dedication. Thank you for watching.